The creation of two union territories out of the erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir has led to the revival of demands from different regions that seek to part with their parental states. Gorkhaland in West Bengal, Vidarbha in Maharasthra, Bodoland in Assam, Garoland in Meghalaya, and Tipraland in Tripura are the ones who want separate status for themselves, though for different reasons. Gorkhaland. The region, dominated by the Gorkha community, comprises parts of Darjeeling and Kalimpong district. The community finds itself culturally and linguistically different from the Bengali-speaking people of West Bengal, and in order to preserve it, they have been demanding a separate state. The region has witnessed various agitations led by the Gorkha Janmukti Morcha, a political party that has been pressing the central government for a separate Gorkhaland. The BJP too, which is an ally of the Gorkha Janmukti Morcha, in its 2019 manifesto promised to find a permanent political solution to the issue, but hasn't made any headway since then. With the ruling dispensation having created two union territories in the northernmost part of the country, the hopes of Gorkhas have been revived. Vidarbha. Lying in the east of Maharashtra, the region occupies nearly one-third of the state's total area and comprises 11 districts. Advocates of the statehood demand claim that the region has all along remained neglected and that statehood would develop the region. Here too, the BJP was vocal on the statehood issue during the 2014 assembly elections. However, after its victory in the polls, the BJP relegated the matter to the background. Also, the pro-Vidarbha activists were not active and vociferous. But the change in the status of Jammu and Kashmir has come as a shot in the arm for those campaigning for a separate state. Bodoland. Bodos are an ethnic group in Assam who have been demanding a separate Bodoland in the western parts of Assam right from 1966 on the grounds of racial ethnicity. The All Bodo Student Union was in the forefront of the agitation. In the 80s, they took to arms to realize their goal. The signing of the Bodo Accord in 2003 brought an end to the hostilities, but the demand for statehood refused to wither away. The conversion of Jammu and Kashmir into two union territories has revived their hopes for a separate land for themselves. Garoland. Garoland is a state proposed by the indigenous Garo people by carving out the eastern, western and southern Garo districts of the state of Meghalaya. Former Chief Minister of Meghalaya, P.A. Sangma, had maintained that any bifurcation of the state could be done only after securing the consent of the people of Khasi and Jaintia Hills, the other two regions that form part of Meghalaya. The demand for a separate Garo land was first made in early 1990s, and several organizations, including the Garo National Council, have been advocating it on the ground that businesses in the state are dominated by Bengalis and Nepalis. Given the creation of two new union territories, the Garo people believe that the time is right to up the ante on the issue. Tipraland. Formation of a separate state of Tipraland has been a major demand of the indigenous people front of Tripura, as they believe that the political power in the state has been usurped from them by the Bengalis. It's an ally of the BJP and has 8 MLAs in the 60-member assembly. Ever since the BJP assumed office in Tripura in 2018, the IPFT has been pushing the Saffron party to concede its demand, only to be cold-shouldered by its big brother. Now, in the aftermath of Jammu and Kashmir having become two union territories, the proponents of the demand have begun fancying the chances of having a separate land.